Learn English to Gujarati. Crisis communication with.
વિવાદ ઊભો કરવો.
And.
જવાબદારી લેવી.
Welcome to the tiny public relations disaster. Hey, you are in the right place if you want serious vocabulary with slightly unserious drama. Today you will learn powerful English and Gujarati phrases by surviving one spectacularly awkward office scandal. Welcome to Mango Moon Media, a company so confident it once printed mugs saying, "We have never made a mistake," which, of course, was their first mistake. On Monday morning, the intern posted a message that managed to.
વિવાદ ઊભો કરવો.
And also.
ચર્ચા શરૂ કરવી.
In English, that means to spark a controversy, and to spark a debate. Sadly, the debate was not about art, literature, or the meaning of life. It was about whether the CEO had compared the company budget to his haircut. Very bold, very shiny, very bad. The post that broke the internet. Let's jump into the chaos together. Listen for the Gujarati phrases and imagine the office group chat catching fire. The social media manager whispered, "This one post could."
વિવાદ ઊભો કરવો.
Single quote. Translation. It could spark a controversy. Then the legal team sighed, "It will definitely."
ચર્ચા શરૂ કરવી.
Single quote. That means, it will spark a debate. Soon, one employee said, "If we are not careful, this could."
પ્રતિષ્ઠાને નુકસાન પહોંચાડવું.
Single quote. In English, damage a reputation. Another added, "And if we keep giving silly excuses, we will."
વિશ્વસનીયતા ગુમાવવી.
Single quote. In English, lose credibility. So, one bad post can spark a controversy, spark a debate, damage a reputation, and make people lose credibility. That is an efficient disaster. Emergency meeting, snacks included. Now you are in the conference room. The mood is tense, but there are biscuits, so civilization survives. The CEO entered the room with the expression of a man who had just read comments about himself from strangers with cartoon profile pictures. He said, "We need to."
પારદર્શિતા સ્થાપિત કરવી.
That means, create transparency. Good start. Then he said, "I will."
જવાબદારી લેવી.
That means, take responsibility. Even better. The room became quiet. Somebody almost clapped. Somebody else did clap, but only because a biscuit fell apart in nervous hands. In a crisis.
પારદર્શિતા સ્થાપિત કરવી.
Helps people trust you, and.
જવાબદારી લેવી.
Shows maturity. Also, it prevents the entire office from pretending the printer is in charge. When rules wear a suit. Time for the formal vocabulary. This is the language of policies, committees, and people who enjoy saying, as per page 17. After the meeting, the compliance officer stood up. Nobody had noticed him before because compliance officers have a magical ability to blend into spreadsheets. He said, "If rules are ignored, the board may."
પ્રતિબંધ લાદવો.
That means, to impose a sanction. Then he lifted a thick manual and added, "From now on, everyone must."
માર્ગદર્શિકા પાલન કરવું.
That means, comply with the guideline. So here is the logic. If people do not.
માર્ગદર્શિકા પાલન કરવું.
Authorities may.
પ્રતિબંધ લાદવો.
In simpler office language, read the rules or meet the consequences. Mini dialogue drill. Let's make the phrases stick. Repeat after each line if you want, and yes, dramatic voice acting is encouraged. A. What did the post do? B. It.
વિવાદ ઊભો કર્યો.
It sparked a controversy. A. What happened in the office after that? B. It.
ચર્ચા શરૂ કરી.
It sparked a debate. A. What can rumors do? B. They can.
પ્રતિષ્ઠાને નુકસાન પહોંચાડવું.
They can damage a reputation. A. What happens if leaders keep lying? B. They.
વિશ્વસનીયતા ગુમાવવી.
They lose credibility. A. What should honest leaders do? B.
પારદર્શિતા સ્થાપિત કરવી.
Create transparency. A. And after a mistake? B.
જવાબદારી લેવી.
Take responsibility. A. What might the committee do? B.
પ્રતિબંધ લાદવો.
Impose a sanction. A. What must the staff do? B.
માર્ગદર્શિકા પાલન કરવું.
Comply with the guideline. Memory tricks that are slightly ridiculous. The stranger the image, the better your memory. Your brain loves weird stuff almost as much as the internet does. Imagine a giant red balloon rising over a crowd every time someone says something risky. That balloon is
વિવાદ ઊભો કરવો.
to spark a controversy. Imagine a classroom where one tiny question turns into 50 flying speech bubbles. That is
ચર્ચા શરૂ કરવી.
to spark a debate. Imagine a shiny gold nameplate getting scratched by gossip. That is
પ્રતિષ્ઠાને નુકસાન પહોંચાડવું.
damage a reputation. Imagine a glass trophy labeled trust slipping from someone's hands. That is
વિશ્વસનીયતા ગુમાવવી.
lose credibility. Imagine cleaning a foggy window until everyone can see through it. That is
પારદર્શિતા સ્થાપિત કરવી.
create transparency. Imagine putting on a heavy backpack labeled duty and stepping forward bravely. That is
જવાબદારી લેવી.
take responsibility. Imagine a huge official stamp crashing down on a desk. That is
પ્રતિબંધ લાદવો.
impose a sanction. Imagine reading a glowing safety poster before a door opens. That is
માર્ગદર્શિકા પાલન કરવું.
comply with the guideline. Quick quiz, no panic. You are doing great. Let's test your memory before the imaginary PR department starts crying again. How do you say to spark a controversy in Gujarati?
વિવાદ ઊભો કરવો.
How do you say to spark a debate?
ચર્ચા શરૂ કરવી.
How do you say damage a reputation?
પ્રતિષ્ઠાને નુકસાન પહોંચાડવું.
How do you say lose credibility?
વિશ્વસનીયતા ગુમાવવી.
How do you say create transparency?
પારદર્શિતા સ્થાપિત કરવી.
How do you say take responsibility?
જવાબદારી લેવી.
How do you say to impose a sanction?
પ્રતિબંધ લાદવો.
How do you say comply with a guideline?
માર્ગદર્શિકા પાલન કરવું.
Your challenge today. Now it is your turn. You do not need perfection, just courage and maybe a less chaotic social media strategy than Mango Moon Media. Try saying this short summary aloud. One careless comment can.
વિવાદ ઊભો કરવો.
And
ચર્ચા શરૂ કરવી.
false rumors can.
પ્રતિષ્ઠાને નુકસાન પહોંચાડવું.
And leaders can.
વિશ્વસનીયતા ગુમાવવી.
Good teams.
પારદર્શિતા સ્થાપિત કરવી. જવાબદારી લેવી. માર્ગદર્શિકા પાલન કરવું.
And if needed, authorities.
પ્રતિબંધ લાદવો.
Single quote. If you can say that clearly, congratulations, you now sound impressively professional and slightly intimidating. Thanks and keep practicing. Nice work today. You learned serious vocabulary without falling asleep, and that is a beautiful achievement. Thank you for listening and practicing with me. Keep repeating the phrases.
વિવાદ ઊભો કરવો. ચર્ચા શરૂ કરવી. પ્રતિષ્ઠાને નુકસાન પહોંચાડવું. વિશ્વસનીયતા ગુમાવવી. પારદર્શિતા સ્થાપિત કરવી. જવાબદારી લેવી. પ્રતિબંધ લાદવો.
And
માર્ગદર્શિકા પાલન કરવું.
practice them out loud, use them in your own sentences, and come back again soon. You are doing great.